Welcome to the Donna Thorne special. I'm Donna Thorne, and this is Keep Kids Safe. And our co-host is John Anthony Sims.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
And John, you're going to introduce our guest.
Yes, I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves from left to right, starting with Ronald.
Hi, my name is Ronald.
Hi, my name is Trina.
I'm Melissa. Hi. I'm Jennifer. Hello.
And I'm Priscilla. Hello.
And I'm Deborah. Hi.
Okay. Well, it's great having you on the show. Gosh, it's been
Good being here.
fantastic. So I'd like to know a little bit about some of the things that you do. Anthony, John, you want to?
Well, currently I'm attending school right now. Hopefully go on to college, play football, pursue another life, you know.
Great. Okay, Ronald?
Yes, basically what I'm involved in is helping my family to try to pursue a career in the music industry, and basically my job is to represent them as far as administrating over what they do.
Great.
Yeah, for me,
Trina?
yeah,
Right,
I went to school for computer networking, and I really like computers, and I want to really focus in that later on. But for now, I want to be a professional singer, and that's what I want to strive to do. So.
Wow, that's great. Okay, Melissa, what about you?
The same, like she said, be a professional singer, and I also want to write, and I'm currently writing a book right now up on teenagers, so pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
My turn.
Jennifer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's the same. We're all in the same group, so right now that's what we're focusing on, besides the acting. Do a little acting here and there. So.
Oh, okay. Priscilla?
Yeah, finishing up school, want to go to college and be a successful singer.
Oh, that sounds good. Okay, Deborah, and you? Yeah,
The mic here.
Okay.
After being I'm raising 4 boys and to my old age now, I decided I wanted to pursue my dream from a long time ago, and that's to sing also.
Oh,
Yes.
good. I'm glad to hear that. Wow, so you're doing a lot of positive things.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'd like to know a little bit about how you plan to do that,
How I plan to go to college and everything?
Yeah.
By keeping everything going right in school.
Good, yeah. You like school, huh?
Ooh, school's all right, but I understand in order to get a good job and succeed in life, you have to go through it.
Yeah.
Got to go through pain to get the joy.
Oh, I heard that.
That's true.
That sounds
That's
good. Right, very positive.
It's about it.
Well, actually, for me, since I am the oldest one up here on the panel and everything, and as I was stating, before, is that my job, is to make sure that I'm behind them and whatever endeavors that they trying to do in order to to set their their patterns right, and to go the straight way, and not try to deviate from it, but to continue on trying to focus on their attention and whatever it is that they're trying to do as far as the music is concerned. That's basically my job with that. But although I do work part-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do you plan to go about keeping the group or keeping them together and doing all that you were speaking about? And you manage them, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And tell me about a little bit of managing.
Well, because at first I thought that management and everything was easy to get into, but after you sit down and try to calculate the cost of what it means to be a manager, and as far as trying to keep them in a prospective way, dealing with people out there in the industry, and I've been successful as far as getting them heard by several people in the industry as far as the music and things like that. So the thing is that I thought that management was easy, but I found out that it was hard. So in the process and everything, I have taken management class at school and everything, in order to help me be able to, you know, help them in the long, you know, process of what they're doing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. And how do you plan to be?
The same for me, just striving to be all I can be, do my best in whatever field I want to get in, you know, as far as music is concerned. Being professional, just stay strong and reach for higher goals.
And how do you go about doing that?
Just sticking to, be determination.
Right.
If I'm determined, then I'll get there, you know.
Yeah. So do you practice all the time, or?
Oh yeah, for sure,
Okay.
for sure. I practice every day because it's important. You know, if you don't practice, and what if your chance did, you know, come about that you probably meet somebody, and you know, from a record company or whatever, and they like you or whatever, and you're not prepared, then that's on you. You just missed your big break, you know.
Right.
So take it seriously.
Great. Okay. Melissa? What's about your goals?
Writer, you know, I would like to write, so right now that's what I'm focusing up on other than the singing. Is the rest of my spare time is with writing, and I'm have a lot of goals.
What do you write about?
Teenagers. I write about teenagers, young adults, and what they go through, on everything, morals, immorals, sex, abusive speech, alcohol, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff.
So you're very observant. Do you like to watch and see? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so Jennifer, tell me a little bit about your goals and what you plan to do.
Oh, well,
how you're going about achieving them.
Well, right now, currently, I'm consider myself a songwriter, a rookie songwriter. I've been writing for my little brother, writing for the group, and besides that, I'm also a computer nerd, and I like to hang around on the computer and do my thing there too. But yeah, I'm just really focused on the group, and you know, trying to, you know, make sure we get where we gotta get in the industry, this so-called cutthroat industry. So, you know, as long as we stay together, you know, as sisters and work together, we won't fall, you know.
Yeah.
So basically that's what I'm focusing on, trying to get ours in a positive way.
Well, so the songs, you write the songs for the group?
Yeah.
Great. And basically, what are the songs like? What's the focus?
The focus, what do we talk about, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we talk about bubblegum love, but now it's just like what everybody else talks about on the radio, you hear it, but it's more tasteful. It's not as rugged, you know, it's tasteful. So
good.
Yeah.
Positive, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Priscilla.
Well, the same here, you know, striving, you know, to reach to my goals and, you know, finish high school, college, go to college, and just be a successful singer and practice, you know, everything.
Practice
makes perfect, right.
So do you know what you're going to take in college?
Well, I haven't decided, not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
Yeah. A lot of time.
Yeah.
Well, that's great that you're going. Yeah. And Deborah?
Well, basically, I'm just here to support the teens, but since you asked, you know, you're not supposed to ever give up your dreams, and it doesn't matter, you know, how old you are. And like I said, I've always had a desire in my heart to sing, and now I've started taking up, you know, singing lessons, and hopefully one day, real soon, I will be trained enough to go into a beautiful supper club and do my debut, like maybe 3 nights a week. That'll be fine, and get paid real good for that, you know.
Sounds good.
But that's what I really enjoy doing, outside of, you know, raising my children.
Yeah. Really sounds great. Oh boy, that is so fantastic. You're doing so many positive things.
Oh yeah.
Ronald.
Yes, basically, you know, what I wanted to, you know, make mention, you know, in the beginning of the, you know, the segment and everything like this is that our, you know, priority you know, goal and everything is first. You know, is putting God first. You know, in life, and you know, seeking first His kingdom and everything is because it's the kingdom of which we, you know, we pray for. You know, when we, you know, say the model prayer, you know, that Jesus taught His followers to do. So we never want to, you know, forget that we have to put Him first before any other thing, you know, comes our way.
Yeah, we do, and I'm sure that we do that, but people do it in their own different way.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's really great. Wow.
Because I mean, I know I can't, you know, speak for everybody, but I can speak for me and my family.
Right. Wow,
basically,
that is fantastic.
You know, from a Christian background,
you
know, where you know it starts.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that shows, you know, you're together as a family, you know, and you're doing some positive things and. Wow, I'm really amazed. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And I know you're going to make it. Gosh. And, well, if we have any questions from the audience, what we're going to talk about is the safety of young people your age, the safety measures that you take when you go out to different events, like parties and so forth. I'd like to know what it's like, you know, out there. I'm sure it's different now than it was when I was coming up. Yeah, I won't tell you what time period, but so what we'd like to go over that a little bit, you know. Okay. First, we'd like to know a little bit about the type of parties. Yeah.
Yeah. How many of you go to parties?
Well, I haven't really been to any parties, like such as wild parties or whatever, but I have been to one, and when we went, it was terrible. It was not, you know, it wasn't a good sight. People started arguing, about to fight. Guys hanging on the outside of the house wanted to get in, talking about they're gonna start shooting up the place. So we really don't support things like that, and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if we do go to parties, and it's like overcapacitated, you know, with too many people, we will probably decide to leave because those get really rowdy.
Right.
And people get, you know, anxious and things happen. So, I mean, we go to parties, but I wouldn't consider them wild. But I do know people that have been to parties that was really wild, and there was a lot of stuff going on there, a lot of stuff, you know, from drugs to drinking to, you know, alcohol, cigarette, marijuana, you know, everything. And, you know, when you see that, it's like when you see it with your own eyes in reality, it's really shocking. And it's like, whoa, people actually do that. And plus you got teenagers up there in the other rooms, you know, having, you know, sex, so you know, with nobody. They don't even know them.
That's going on the majority of the teens and young
It's the majority,
people?
most definitely.
Majority.
That's why you have kids having kids, you know, and that's why you have, you know, all this kids killing kids and this peer pressures because everybody wants to be down and everybody wants to go to what's his name's party or what's her name's party to be down, and that's where the trouble starts because you have a lot of immature people at these parties that's not, how would you say, chaperoned by an adult that knows how to take care of the situation. So there's no proper chaperoning going on. It's old-fashioned, you know, to have a chaperone, but it's needed today.
So this is widespread with the majority of the youth that's happening. Just everybody's gone wild. Really?
See, the thing about it is a lot of teenagers, especially today, focus so much on having fun partying, the wild side of things. They don't think about, you know, the importance of you know, not getting hurt when you go to like a really wild party and what's gonna happen, the consequences. Because like for myself, I don't go anymore because back then I used to go and it was really out of control. And so I think teenagers need to like focus more on education and maybe taking up different hobbies, you know, getting into different fields or whatever, and doing something with their spare time.
Okay, so you think what's needed is they need to occupy their time with something they like to do.
Exactly.
That's true. But the problem with most of them is they are occupying their time when they party. That's good you know, that's a good occupation.
Yeah.
You know, go and party. Because they feel like they go to school and, you know, 5 days a week and it's time to have some fun, you know. And the weekends is the best time to have it, or after school on a Friday. And that's where you have the fatalities, kids drunk driving, you know, the parties, the wild parties.
That's right. That's true.
You know.
Well, John,
is there a specific kind of party you guys go to?
Well,
Or you just go to anyone that's open, anyone that you're invited to?
well, we do,
when we're
we
invited.
specific ones.
Right.
We're going to.
Very
Yeah.
specific.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, if it's like, you can tell what type of parties is going on by the flyer you get, or the invitation you get.
Exactly.
If it's like some invitation with some girl on it half naked, you can automatically assume what that's going to be.
Right.
And then if you get a flyer with a guy on it on the cover with a glass of, you know, beer or whatever, you can assume what that's going to be about.
Right.
So it's like, basically we stay amongst family and close friends, people that we know, and if there are people invited to the party that we're going to that we don't know, we make sure that, you know, it's not too many people there. Because when we gave our party, we did give a party, and it was a really nice party.
Very
and we had people trying to get in, and you know, they couldn't get in, so they would get upset. You know, but we had people at the gate guarding it and bouncing it.
Right.
Then we had the neighbors didn't know what was going on because they were like, "Whoa, we hear music,"
All this
but
commotion.
it wasn't you know, like
Rowdy.
it wasn't rowdy and disturbing the neighborhood. It's just they didn't know where the music was coming from. So maybe some of them called the cops, and when the cops came, they checked out. They had a helicopter fly over the party to find out what was going on, and they saw that it was
modest.
it was under control.
It was under control.
Overcapacitated.
Yeah, it wasn't wild, and everybody was having a great time.
Because I guess that, you know, everybody
So that,
had this practically the same standards and the same principles. And, you know, by having that, you know, you can
It's
pretty much,
easier.
you know, have a good time, you know, when you
With no
throw a
fighting
party,
and-
you know, for your family and for your friends and everything, because there's nothing wrong with having a nice time. You know, it's a
Right.
time for everything.
Yeah,
You know, but
that's-
sometimes you have to know your limitations. And that's the reason why, you know, young people you know, are out of control, is because they don't have those set standards and values. I think some of them do, but the
It starts
majority
from the
don't.
household, basically.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
I was wondering, when you guys say capacity, how many people you think should be at a party to make it sure that everything's gonna go right, all right?
Okay, see, that's hard to say because they can have a building or a club, you know. They can have a clubhouse that can hold 2,000 people. But the point is, why put yourself in that situation
Right.
when you know that's going to get out of control? So when we give a party, we make sure it's like close friends and relatives, you know, and it'll probably estimate to about 80, you know.
What is it that makes a party get out of control?
Well, it can get out of control with,
Because you have people there,
who like
Who
bring
like-
drugs in or whatever, or
or they
Or
can
it can
see
even
somebody they don't like.
Yeah,
Right.
or it can even start from someone stepping on your tennis shoes, something
Jealousy.
like that.
Exactly.
Jealousy,
Jealousy,
you know.
exactly.
And then you have clicks
Crazy.
here, clicks there.
Exactly.
And that's, to me, it's kind of, I mean, it exists, and there's nothing wrong with having a clique, but know how to control your clique. You know, everybody should have respect the other's clique and not try to,
You know.
Right.
you know, well, my clique is the best, you know, we're the best over here. Because to me, it's stupidity. What
And
they
that's how
should
you
do is
start.
respect each other's cliques.
And that's
Yeah.
how you start a lot of trouble.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
I know that.
But I don't think at any time, you know, that, you know, when my, you know, family would have gatherings or the gatherings that we go to, you know, we never had an incident where, you know, something would break out and, you know, everybody's fighting amongst, you know, each other. It never progressed to that at all, period. You know, it's because, you know, everybody, like I stated before, is just that they have standards, you know, and even though, you know, some people get out of hand, you know, with the situation, if they can't get in or something like that, but they understand the situation that if it's over, you know, capacitated and everything like that, then the best thing you can do is just leave and go the other way.
Right.
You know, so there's no sense of, you know, making trouble because, you know, you couldn't get in because it's, you know, it's a limit, you know, for everything. Right. So there's always the next time.
If something was to occur, would you just stop the party or try to handle it in your own hands?
I would most definitely stop the party all the way.
All the way.
In the beginning, at some point, I would try to, you know, talk to the people, there's certain individuals, but sometimes talking don't work, you know, and if I can't get through to you to tell you, you know, we could settle this, let's calm down, let's continue to have a good time, or whatever, you know, and if not, then, you know, the party has to be stopped.
All right, and by you stopping that, don't you think other people would get mad too, or you think they would understand?
No, they would be mad because they
would
can't
be mad.
get their party on. Right. Especially if they pay money, they want to get their money's worth.
You think they'll take it out on somebody else?
It would get even messier, probably. I think it probably would get messier, or, you know, for the simple fact they'll want their money back.
So the best thing to do is try to, well, in my perspective, take care of the people that are starting it,
and get rid of them and not ruin everybody else's fun. But if it's getting into such a big humbug where it's affecting everybody else,
that's the point I was trying to get at.
You can end it.
You can end it.
Because I mean, we have been to a party. And some guys tried to get in, and they couldn't get in, and it was disturbing everybody else's fun. Right. So then they had to.
Jennifer, we'll be back and continue this after these messages. Okay. Yeah, because this is great. I'm learning a lot. Okay, it's great. Oh, this is fantastic. But before we go to break, I'd like to. Is there something that you would like to tell the young people out there about going to parties?
Oh, for sure.
What would you suggest to them?
You never know what happens at these parties. It's unpredictable. You can get a date rape drug put in your drink. You can you know, you can be poisoned. It's all types of things that go on at these parties that you don't hear about, but it happens. You should watch who you associate with. The people that you think are your really good friends, they can be the ones that, you know, backstab you and turn on you.
So this is what they should look out for?
They should look out for, you know, people, you know, who's so-called friends they're going to these parties with and inviting them. They're asked what's going to be at the parties. They're going to be drinking. Is there going to be drugs? And I mean, it's the same old say, but, you know, you are what you know, monkey see, monkey do. I mean, if they feel like, you know, well, my friends are going to be there, then I want to be there too. Then they're going to go anyway. So, you know.
So basically, the friends turn on each other at a party, or?
I mean, I wouldn't say they turn on each other, but you never know who's your friend until you know.
Right.
Okay.
You have to be selective.
So you just should be selective and, you know, have a backup plan. Maybe I shouldn't go as the backup plan. You know, or maybe I should do something else. Or maybe I can go to the park, or maybe I can go to a movie.
So it's a number of things that young people should watch out for when they're out there like that. Just,
Basically, check like who's giving the party, who's going to be there. You know, if you've been to a party before where there was trouble or whatever, and there's some people you know is going to be there, don't go.
Exactly.
You're making a big mistake.
Same people that, you know, let's say for instance you're in school and you know a certain a group of people that starts troubles at these parties that you're going to be at, then you shouldn't, you know, go. Because I mean, I've been invited.
We'll stop on that note and come right back after these few messages. That's great to give them. Okay.
Red phosphorus, bromobenzene, sodium hydroxide, hydriodic acid, hydrogen chloride gas, benzyl methyl ketone, thionyl chloride.
Every day, toxic chemicals are dumped in our environment by meth cookers. It's everyone's problem. Learn more, visit our website at stopdrugs.org. Where meth goes, destruction follows.
Hey, Dad, look at this.
thanks for watching. Call or write in so you could be on the show too. Give us your support, okay? And I'm so happy that Mr. and Mrs. Carter gave their support by being on the show, and their wonderful children. Okay, we'd like to say thank you, Deborah Jones, for singing, and Lyndon Carter. You're going to sing this great song. Okay, bye.
What you gonna do with the time you got here now? What you gonna do with the time you got here now? Are you for what's right, or are you for what's wrong? Do you see another style of life you would like to call your own? Well, brothers and sisters, I'm here to let you know, it don't take stealing, it don't take killing to make your life force grow. Dig deeper into your soul and reach to the stars for higher goals. What you gonna do with the time you got here now? What you gonna do with the time you got here now? Oh yeah. Are you gonna throw it away or break for better days? Are you gonna go out and steal just to satisfy your thrills? Are you gonna take away a life that's not your own just because that life has stepped into your zone? Wrong is wrong, it doesn't make a right. Oh, no. Why are your minds so all uptight? What you gonna do now? 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 Oh yeah. I didn't bear my children here to live in a world of fear. I want their futures to be bright and clear. I want them out to have good times and not be afraid for their lives in a party line. Did it ever occur to you in this way that even you could break for better days? What you gonna do?